In the studio with me right now, I have a couple of ladies who are here from an organization called Mending Kids. Have you heard about Mending Kids? This is an organization that has been around for about 30 years. Now, this is an organization that has the opportunity to provide life-changing surgical care to children worldwide. Thousands of children received corrective transformational surgeries to give them a chance at longer, healthier, and happier lives. Now, this was started by a woman about 30 years ago whose lovely, beautiful adopted daughter passed away prior to her first birthday when $5 worth of medicine could and would have saved her life. Here in the studio with me today, I have Christina Farut and I have Naomi Carmona Morsehead. Ladies, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, I have a couple of questions. The idea that someone's child inspired this beautiful, beautiful organization, mendingkids.org, from terrible, terrible pain. It was a mother who decided to create this organization. Can I ask, about 30 years ago, how long have the two of you been involved with Mending Kids?
I've been involved with Mending Kids for over 8 years.
All right, and
I started in 2009, so that would probably be 6 years.
Yeah.
now tell me a little bit about Mending Kids. If you're listening and you'd like to learn more, you can go to mendingkids.org. But the two of you are here today to talk to me a little bit about what Mending Kids is and does, and I look forward to hearing from you.
So my purpose in being here in particular, Mending Kids does a number of different kinds of surgery on children up to 18 years old. So my particular focus is on hearts. So there are 1 in 100 children born today with a congenital birth defect in their heart. So Mending Kids is able to service that. And It's an unusual surgery to be done. There's a lot of surgeries for cleft palates and ears and eyes and nose and other things, but it really takes a specialty team for heart surgery. Mending Kids sends teams to 6 different countries. Out of the 54 they service, 6 of them are particular for heart surgery.
My. Now, Naomi, you were showing me some photos earlier of a hike that this was. Can you tell me a little bit about the photos I'm looking at?
Yes, you can.
There's a young lady, Maria, who had surgery, I assume in 2009, and then there's a fabulous photo of her this year. Tell me a little bit about that hike that you were on. 34 miles at Big Pine Creek Trail
That was me. I know, it's unbelievable, isn't it? So I'm a congenital heart patient myself, and 50 years ago, Crippled Children of America, which means people like us, donated to that organization, and they paid for my heart surgery.
Unbelievable.
So when I met Maria Jose in 2009, I didn't know she needed heart surgery. She came for scoliosis. And when they discovered that that was the first surgery she needed, I said, oh, sure, I'll go see her at the hospital. I didn't know that I would be completely changed by walking into the ICU and seeing her lying there quietly, sleeping. I burst into tears, relived the entire incredible experience of heart surgery, and realized that I need to start paying it forward.
So your own condition and your own experience was what led you to become such a passionate warrior for Mending Kids.
Absolutely. So last year my husband climbed Pikes Peak, and he declared, that's a 14,000-foot mountain in Colorado, he declared to climb Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa, which is the top highest 19,800 feet. You put oxygen tents on at 20.
Oh, I can't. I'm not even comfortable at 7,000 when I go to Lake Tahoe to a restaurant for dinner. Really? I can't imagine strapping heavy things on my back and being responsible for taking a hike like that. That's quite a journey.
So I asked if I could go with him. I didn't necessarily mean to the 19,000, but he said, no, I don't want you to be a burden. And I was really embarrassed that me as a heart patient could be a burden. So we decided to make a plan, and my cardiologist approved me to go in January. My anti-aging...
Trumped your husband.
Yes, he did. My anti-aging doctor said, you're the model of patients, so this is your opportunity to go, so-called prove it. I mean, it's like a test, right?
Right.
So we plan to climb 7 mountains. So the picture you're looking at is at Big Pines Meadow, which is just north of Lone Pine. And that's my first backpacking trip where we spent 3 nights out in the middle of nowhere. And you can't see this beautiful emerald lake made out of glacier silt unless you do hike to 9,000 up to 11,000 feet.
Pretty remarkable photo. It's really gorgeous. You and the lake, quite lovely. Very nice. Now, Christina, how did you become involved with Mending Kids?
I became involved because I knew somebody who used to work for Mending Kids, and they offered me this position for 4 months. She was going into maternity leave. And so I said, okay, I'll take the position for 4 months. And I ended up being there for 8 years, and I love it.
Had you done anything with medical or with an organization of this type before?
No, this is my first time. I was actually doing foster care. And this is my first time involved in something like this. And I got in a couple of missions myself. So it's just an amazing thing that we do. And we also bring kids to the United States, to this area, to different hospitals. So I also do those things.
So to do social work, you have to have a pretty compassionate heart anyway. Did you find that coming to Mending Kids affected you any differently than the work you did before?
Oh, it's definitely changed my life. It's such a rewarding job. I mean, I wake up every morning getting ready to go to work and excited, and I get to meet so many people around the world. And now through Facebook, I see how the kids benefit, like, because they grow up and they're my friends in Facebook, and I know what they're doing. They start in university. I mean, it's just amazing.
I love this. And now, if you are interested in doing anything with Mending Kids, there are a number of ways that you can get involved. You can donate, you can host a child, and you can also become a mission volunteer. Now, can you walk me through a little bit of what happens when someone is a mission volunteer?
Well, you don't have to be a medical person to be a mission volunteer. So I've been to Panama, Ethiopia, and the 2 hometown missions here in Los Angeles. And what I learned to do is just play with the children and keep them distracted so they don't know they're exactly having these major surgeries, and make them happy.
Very nice. I love that the motto for your mission is life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So come on abroad, mend a life, and change your own. I have to believe there are many, many stories through your organization where people come in thinking they're going to help the life of a child or family and find that they themselves are completely transformed. So what a lovely, the photos, the United States, Ethiopia, Tanzania, Nicaragua, you're everywhere. And the donations, if someone wanted to donate, tell me a little bit about, it's any amount, right? Any amount, whatever they can give?
Well, it is any amount. I'm here in particular climbing Mount Kilimanjaro to save, I call it Mending 100 Hearts. And so Mending 100 Hearts is about collecting money towards heart surgery, and it could be any amount. $20 will give a child a stuffed animal. $500 will get all the medical equipment there for a team mission. $1,000 will put a nurse in place so she can live there for 10 days.
And on it goes.
Well, I think the most important number is the $3,000, because we could do surgery in another country for $3,000 for one child and save their life. In Los Angeles, that same child, if we brought them here, the minimum price is $100,000.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, ladies, mendingkids.org. This is the organization. This is how you can learn more about Mending Kids. And Naomi, tell me how people can learn more about your climb and your blog. Where should they go?
All you need to do is Google Mending 100 Hearts. It'll come right up, and there's my blog telling about the difficulty of learning how to become an athletic-looking person.
Oh my gosh.
And then we'll be climbing 9/11. So remember that date. Please pray for 8 days. We'll be off the mountain in 8 days. And then you can find out what happened.
I will definitely be following you. Ladies, thank you so much. Again, mendinghearts.org. Thank you for being here today.